Stadium in Knoxville, Tennessee. Number 3, Alabama. Number 6, Tennessee. Both teams unbeaten. This one just feels a little different.
I could light a match in your heartbeat. Don't try to stop me. About to set it all on fire.
Hyatt, he's got it. Pick up Rocky Top.
Gibbs, goodbye.
What a day for Hyatt.
Touchdown, Alabama.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Hyatt, his 5th of the day.
We are tied again.
Man, we got a track meet going, don't we?
Don't we? Who's going to get the last punch?
One more 15-yard throw, and they're going to get a chance to win the game.
9 seconds left. Hendon Hooker throws. It is caught. Brew McCoy. Volunteers try to snap a 15-game losing streak to the Crimson Tide. There's prayers being said in this stadium. Chase McGrath for the win for the Volunteers. On the way, a knuckleball. He got it. And here they come. The misery is over on Rocky Top.
What a night in Tennessee.
This is college football at its absolute best.
To the victors, cigars all around.
Everybody's lighting a cigar tonight.
You can smell the cigar smoke here.
That was the nighttime madness on Rocky Top. We transition to the bright sunshine of Tuscaloosa a year later. It is the 3rd Saturday of October. And that means the Home Depot SEC on CBS brings us the Volunteers and the Crimson Tide. Number 17, Tennessee, and number 11, Alabama, on a picture-perfect day in Tuscaloosa. You take a look at the standings in the SEC. Georgia idle this week, a date with Florida that we'll have for you next week. Tennessee trying to move into that number 2 spot if they can pull an upset on the road today. In the West, Alabama, the only unbeaten at 4-0. They've got a date with LSU right here 2 weeks from now. That's how things are tightening up as we have the road to Atlanta all paved. And it always seems to go through Tuscaloosa at some point. As the Tide rolls in, we roll into the booth. Welcome, everybody. I'm Brad Nussler with Gary Danielson and Jenny Dell. Just got chills looking at that opening, Gare. It's always almost an honor to be able to do a classic like that.
It was a great night, great competitors. A lot was on the line, and feels a little bit today. These two teams feel a lot is on the line in this game.
Well, you know, I don't think we're going to have 840 passing yards, and I don't think we're going to have 101 points today because it's really a different setup this year.
It is, Ness, but you know, I was thinking about this game, and I'm thinking that it goes to the quarterbacks, but I think you'd agree. Both of these franchises believe if they get a little bit more from their quarterback, they can win this conference.
Well, yes, and
no
they got to get more.
They do, and they're a little bit different quarterbacks as they play for their team. Let's start with the Alabama quarterback, Jalen Milroe. He's new to this team. He showed against Texas A&M what he can do. He took that pass offense, threw for over 300. But what can he do against this Tennessee vaunted defense? On the other side, Joe Milton, big promise, taking over for Hendon Hooker a year ago. In the bowl game, it was going to be easy. He's just going to walk right in here, the same explosive plays. It has not happened yet. Could it happen again for either one of these guys? Be a big story in this game.
Alabama's given up 31 sacks this year, so Jalen Milroe may be running for his life. It seems like every week over the past 3 weeks, we've had a sack-happy group on defense. Yeah. Tennessee's another one.
So when Josh Heupel came into the league, everybody said, oh, he's going to bring an offense. But this version of his Tennessee team is built around that defense. They are dynamic. They rush the passer. They produce tackles for loss in the running game. They have been the reason this Tennessee team is in position to make a run at the East. But in this game, they're going to need a little bit more from their quarterback in the game. And if they get it, they can do it. I think the key matchup, the Alabama offensive line. They must give protection because they've given up a lot of sacks so far.
They've got a freshman playing left tackle, and that's always tough. But when you talk about Alabama, their defense, week in, week out, keeps going up like that.
No, Nick Saban doesn't like anybody talking about the other team's defense. He's backed up balance with his team. This team is built around their defense and being balanced. Let's see what they got.
All right, Jenny Dell's down on the sideline where things are getting personal.
Yeah, the sting of last year's loss remains with the Crimson Tide. The sea of orange, the ringing in their ears, the smell of cigar smoke. It is all bitter memories for them. And Alabama players, they told me that this game is personal. Jalen Milroe said there's an extra hunger within this team. Everyone understands the assignment. Now, guys, Coach Saban challenged the fans to have an impact in this game by disrupting that up-tempo Tennessee offense. And the stakes, they are higher than ever. And this rivalry, it has become a pivotal crossroad in the SEC, guys.
No doubt. And it's the 106th renewal. A beautiful day in Alabama, sunny and 80. A packed house at Bryant-Denny Stadium, as always. And those fans, as Jenny said, looking for a little payback from what happened a year ago when Tennessee snapped the 15-game losing streak. Alabama won the toss and deferred. So Will Riker will tee it up. And D. Williams, who we saw take a punt return for a touchdown last week, is back at the goal line for Tennessee. Third Saturday in October. Let's do it. And they'll let this one go, and Tennessee will bring it out to the 25-yard line.